This is the second time I've tried to start this video. My first take, within the first 2 minutes, I wasn't being genuine. And I don't want to not be genuine with you. I have a lot of hope. I'm very happy that your baby is a year of happy baby. I'm very happy that bad things haven't happened to her. You know? Remember the thing you called me about? Well, if that didn't happen, you've done better than me. And I'm proud that you did better than me. In that area of controlling your temper, you've done very well, indeed. Fucking phenomenal, the way you took care of that baby. Now, that's sincere. God knows. You were attentive. You were there doing it. You were invested, and you were fighting all kinds of things, all kinds of setbacks and depression and moving slower than you need to. But you kept her alive. Bonus. Hey, the babies are hard to keep alive. They really are. You did it. And you tried really, really hard to stay with your breastfeeding. And life kind of dictated you had to go a different way. And you took your daughter on lots of trips this year. I don't necessarily approve of too much car time, you know, when the baby needs a lot of interaction time. But give her more attention than I did to you. Okay? In that regard, you're doing better than me. Now, this last year, took up, oh shit, I forgot what I was going to say. All right, it was an analogy. This entire last year was like training of your physical endurance, you know, and it got you ready to be on the move. It also showed you different people that you can count on in your life. I'm having heartburn. Ooh, haven't been eating well. Been hyper-focused and obsessed with these projects that I'm doing, and so I'm not eating well. Trying to save money too, so I can get down there and not have to worry about anything. So, what else? I haven't heard her try to talk yet, and I wish you would call me more and tell me more about the little details of her life, so that I can make better videos for the both of you. And there's a lot of other truth and pain, and I know you don't call me much, and you're guilty. You feel guilty about that. You don't need to feel guilty about that. I didn't call my mom either, but we both have this really bad way about us of not calling often, which means I'm kind of stuck with an image of you that I'm trying to heal from, and this image is from a long time ago. And the parts of that image that seem to touch what you're going through today, it's hard to separate. It's hard for me to let go and see you for the woman you are and the one you're becoming. I have a lot of healing to do for just everything in our relationship. And so the majority of this work is on me, for myself. And the majority of the work that you have to do for yourself to heal yourself is on you. And we can both do this quite separately if we want to. We have to do it separately anyway. But I want you to know you can talk to me. That we got things we can heal and grow a new relationship together. I trust that we've both changed and our old images they shouldn't really matter anymore. I know they do, and they should, because these things are what we need to work on. But not everybody wants to be human like I do. And I understand that not everybody's as dedicated as I feel that I am to that path, to the healing path, to the spiritual path. Somebody once told, well, nowadays they make Gandhi into the bad guy. But I was inspired by something somebody said to him whenever the whole world thought he was a good guy. And his wife had got so frustrated with him because he demanded so much dedication and she to the ashram that they were making. And she was a proud woman, and she didn't want to do low, dirty work. Basically scum work. And she didn't want to do it. So he was getting ready to just throw her out. If you can't be dedicated to my cause with the same purity that I am, I'm paraphrasing and adding depth to it, then get out of my ashram. And she's like, where would you have me go? I am your wife. Where would you have me go? Because in their society, women couldn't do much on their own, or because of their spiritual society, husband and wife are a bond. They are a sacred bond. And it would be the greatest sin for him to send her away just like that, But I'm getting a little sidetracked. And he's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what got into me. I don't understand. And she's like, I've known you since you were a boy. We grew up together, she said to him. She says, but you don't understand, and what you could never understand is that people just don't want to be as good as you. and it's true. It's a thing. I might be willing to charge the demons in my mind, but it's scary when you're feeling the pain and the sadness and you don't know how to deal with it. It's really hard for somebody to come at you and go, bam, just get at it, girl. Get on it, girl. But at the same time, you need motivation to get on it, girl. Get on it. It's a big wall. It's a big, harsh, jagged little wall. Learning to believe in yourself after a life of negative and a negative self-belief. But you were doing well. The foundation you'd hoped to build for her, though it's not a physical foundation at this time, and though it's not even a secure, safe physical foundation, there's a deeper foundation that's been made. You're bonded with your child. You've given her a foundation of happiness. You've given her a foundation of spending that time with her. And you really had no other choice but to spend that time with her. In the same room, in the same car. Everything that you did was focused on what to give to her. Or even if it was to show off that you had a baby to do it with. it was her focus. Have you noticed how much she's into herself? You got yourself quite the diva. I got to tell you. You got quite a little diva on your hands. And she's a brand new person. You know, she may have been just watching, listening, and learning how to get along with food and diapers and nap times for the last year, but she's also been finding out who she is. I lost my thought again. I forgot where I was going to go with that. It had a whole subplot, I swear. I was thinking, when we get together to talk on the phone, we're distracted when we talk. Or if you have a whole bunch of stuff you want to try to say or talk to or explain or tell, I have a very bad habit of cutting you off and trying to redirect and correct. Bad mom. I need to learn how to listen to you. This is one of our very, very, very hard struggles, is to learn how to listen to each other. And we can work on that in all kinds of ways. This is one of them. Get your thoughts together. Get genuine. You don't have to put it on YouTube. And I'll never expose your secret. But we can talk around it. Or I could send you a private video to my daughter. Not to YouTube people. Go away. And the reason why I want it up here forever and ever and ever, so you just can't forget and you can't delete it off your phone. The government will have to come and take it off. Nuclear apocalypse will have to come and destroy all technology. The sunspot from hell will have to come. Before you lose the chance to try to watch the video all the way to the end. Or not hate me. That's one of my biggest fears, you know. That I was just so negative. Or so unattentive. That's my karma. Okay, that's my situation to respond to. And I've chosen to respond to it this way. By being a mother, a grandmother, in a situation where I can behave these ways without the resistance of disobedience, not wanting to. People don't want a human like I do. I can just get it out. You could take it or leave it. But I get to be nurturing. And I don't know how to make myself more casual, more everyday. I've always taken things so deep and so serious, and that's not going to change. So I've kind of dedicated my life to being deep and serious at this point. You know, if I agreed with a religion, I would go be a nun. Okay, that's how dedicated I am to this study of the mind. This over-obsession with the impact of our behavior upon others. Why I have such regret for the impact of my behaviors upon you. And that's why I'm so pleased. I am so pleased that you have been more conscious of the impact of behaviors around your child. I wish you even more strength in that regard. I wish you fierceness, Dragon Thunderstorm. That's what I wish for you. And every word that I've ever sent you during your pregnancy, even the preachiness, the sternness, if you will, it's It's not because I'm trying to beat you down or wear you down or get you to go where I want you to go. It's because I want you to just peek past the negative, the fear, the pain, the things you don't know. Peek past. Look for what you can know. Look for what you can do. And girl, when you do it, oh, praise yourself. Adore yourself. Every little bit that you can do is your beautiful little light that you're growing. And you know who sees by that light. You know who grows by that light. You know who is kept in the darkness by that light. You can still do much better than me. Much, much, much better than me. And that's all I want. But you got these other limitations, yes. Time is not on your side. You are going to be 30. And you have not established yourself in a situation. And that weighs on you so heavily. Don't let that fear, that uncertainty, that confusion become the reason why you don't move yourself to action. In fact, let it be the wind beneath your sails. Knowledge is power. People say, oh, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Oh, you know what? They don't even understand what kind of knowledge that we're talking about here. Knowledge is power. Knowledge offers the tools and the keys to understanding. Understanding offers you the tools and the keys to strategy, to observation. You can't get along without it. I'm not preaching at you what to do so that you can sit there and resist. This is the negative self-image that that's imprinted in me. The resentment I have for that negative self-image. I want to bust through all that. I have to bust through all that. So when I talk to you, I'm talking Dragon Thunderstorm. A girl I'm proud of. A girl that is ever growing. A girl whose wings are about to spread. You know why? Because her little kitten is about to start exploring outside the cave of Mommy's arms. And she'll test you now. She'll test you now. You could say harsh words about how deep it is. And you can make it that deep. Nothing better in the world than the love of a child. Nothing. Nothing better in the world than the faith of a child. And you know, I'm glad you kept her alive for a whole year. And I'm glad she's happy. Worst memory in the whole wide world. The most horrific memory in the whole wide world was a memory of a little girl when she was 3 years old. Who had a mommy who had more important things to do on the internet. Much more important things to do. Than be with you when you potty trained. My selfishness. To not be uncomfortable is the reason why my second most traumatic memory of you. It's your face. Were you with me? TSS made us drive away from you. He did it. And your look was protection. Protection. Then you thought we didn't want you. It's what you thought. I heard it. Because stabbed me so hard. I'm telling you, you may have given her life for you. Get better than me. So that we don't have another trauma like that. And protect her. You're entering into the most important time of her life, one of the most important times of her life. Which is why I want to make so many videos explaining, talking nice, and giving her goodness. I want to make so many videos. I'll show her ABCs. Because I didn't do that with you. And yet, every summer, I wanted to play summer school. And you didn't want to play. Cypher didn't want to play. And I felt rejected. Because all I ever wanted to do was nurture my children. And I didn't do well. I didn't do well all of the time. A child craves consistency. A child's sense of ritual is magic. It's magic. Because in the time that a child is focused on their little ritual, it doesn't mean the same house all the time or anything. That means their little ritual. It could be anything. Good night, don't let the bed bug bite. It could be anything. They crave it. And it gives them that security. And every time you do it, it's not even the same interaction. It never gets dull. Do you know why? It's around these moments, they're anchor moments in our day that allow us to focus on what we've been through in the day, what we're hoping for, what we're going to get, go on. Our realizations in life take place around these anchor times because our minds focus to come down to it. You know, it's a habit. It's a mental tape measure. Anyway, sorry. You have the next level to come. And I believe in you. So, thanks. I love you. I love you.